So I don't know if any of you have ever went to a private school ever, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It was not what I expected, but also kind of what I expected at the same time. Today, I'm gonna compare and contrast the two because your boy Sin 1 year went to a private school. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Being in this school, I felt like I was literally the bottom of the totem pole, and I kind of was. Literally, it was like maybe 30 people in my homeroom class. Like out of those 30, I was the only black kid, and then in the entire school, it was like maybe like 5 of us out of like 900 to 1,000 students. It was somewhere around there, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, like, it is what it is, bro. But I'm telling you, it low-key in some ways is worse than going to a hood school, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. And I'll explain. So first we'll, get the hood school out of the way. We'll talk about that because that's kind of like self-explanatory. A lot of y'all have probably been to like a low-income school or like a school maybe in a bad neighborhood or something like that. It sucks, bro. It is really run down, bro. Like my school, the building it was in literally used to be a prison. Like they went into an old prison and they renovated it into a school. I know y'all are probably like, bro, what? Like, how did they do that? You'd be surprised, bro. And there's still like remnants of the prison there, and you could like see it. Like, oh my God, we're in a hallway that was a cell block at one point. And you can just tell from the way that the buildings and rooms are like partitioned off. By the way, like everything, though, it was crazy. So when you first go into my school, right, we'll talk about my high school, for instance, because like elementary school, I went to a hood elementary school, but it wasn't as bad because it's like for kids and shit. So like the state helped out more, I feel like. It was more so when I got into high school, I saw the big differences. When you first walk in, there's 2 state troopers there every day. It's the same ones. I guess like they got like special positions where like maybe they go and just work at the school. I'm not sure. It's got to be a sad life, but I guess an easy life too, though. They get to like go to school instead of dealing with like real fucking like adult criminals and maybe getting killed. But at the same time, people be bringing weapons and shit to my school. So like, I guess same amount of like threat. So you come in, 2 state troopers, 2 like metal detectors on each side. For those of y'all that live in like inner cities and stuff, this is probably regular for you, bro. Metal detectors make sure people aren't bringing weapons in, bro. You go through, you put your shit down, walk through the metal detectors. Oh, cool. Get your book bag and shit. Everything fine. If anything went off, they're searching your stuff, bro. It is what it is. You're like government property when you're at school, basically. Nothing you can do about it, bro. They're gonna look through your shit, pat you down like you a criminal, got you in there feeling like you done broke hella laws. Whole time you had a keychain in your backpack. Like, yo. But it's like that though. That's how it is. So once you get through security, you know what I'm saying? They pat you down, check you, all that shit. You good to go. You go to wherever classes you got to. The problem is though, right? These types of low income situations breed toxicity, bro. A lot of racism was in school, in my school in particular, because we got a lot of Hispanics, a lot of black kids, a lot of white kids, bro. It was kind of bad. And it was like the white kids were like racist towards like everybody. And then like the blacks and the Hispanics were always at odds for some reason, mainly because of gangs and shit. I felt like I was going to the fucking high school. You ever seen that movie Freedom Writers? That's how I felt, bro. It was literally crazy. Now, people didn't really bother me much because like they couldn't tell if I was Hispanic or black because like I'm mixed, I'm white and black. Some people think that I look Hispanic and they never ask. So they just kind of like... was like, oh, this nigga saying cool. And the black kids couldn't tell if I was black or not. So they was just like, oh, this nigga saying cool. And that's kind of how that went. Also, I was a class clown though. So I feel like that helped me a lot. Like just making people laugh and shit. They just kind of didn't want to fuck with me. Also, I was thorough, bro. Like if you did fuck with me, bro, I was going to scrap. It is what it is. Like I was not the type of kid to like talk shit and then when somebody disrespects me, not fight. Like I'm going to fight, bro. And people know that. And it's like a lot of times, unless you dealing with another really thorough person, people that aren't as thorough, like people that are kind of pussy and shit, like those people that they know will definitely swing on them, they'll just leave them alone. Cause it's like, well, I know if I say something to him, he's gonna hit me. So I'm just not. So a lot of times once you got that like reputation of, oh, like I'll definitely fight and I'll fight anybody at any time, people are just like, all right, whatever. Just like, we'll talk shit, but like we'll leave them alone type shit. And that's just kind of how it was. So back to I went on a rant, but back to the racism, bro. So like, it would be bad, bro. We would be in class and like the whole class is divided, bro. It'd be like white kids on this part, Hispanic kids here, black kids here. It's bad, bro. And I'm like, yo, come on, my nigga. Damn, I'm old, bro. I guess it was what, 20? When did I start going to high school? I graduated 2013. So shit. 2009, I think, 2009, 2010. But like, bro, we in like the 2010s, man. Like, how are y'all still being racist, bro? Niggas was acting like it's the 1950s and shit, like segregating classrooms. Like, bro, what is up with y'all? But that's kind of how that went, bro. And I mean, it is what it is. I hated it, but you know, whatever. So the racism was bad, bro. We would segregate. It would be like random times in class, motherfucker say a slur, and they start boxing. Like, it'd be out of pocket, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Then lunchtime, right? Lunchtime in the hood school. So we all got like segregated lunches. Like, and I don't mean by like racist time. I mean like they kept like each grade divided, which makes sense. You don't want to put all the same grades at lunch at the same time. You got to give different like lunch times and stuff. But usually in high school, you know, 9th through 12th, you just have lunch at one time. But it was so bad in my school that they had to have us like separated by grade. So 9th would go, then 10th, then 11th and 12th, like in that order. And it sucked because our lunches were a lot shorter, bro. Instead of the full like 30, 45 minutes that a lot of people in high school get, we got like literally 15, 20 minutes partitions where it's like, all right, 15, you got 5 minutes to get in line, get your lunch. You got 10 to 15 minutes to eat. Boom, you got to go because the next person. And they did, 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 20 if it went over. So they could get everybody to eat lunch within like an hour, hour and a half, which really sucks. Because you're like, bro, and I got to eat all fast. I don't got time to talk. You don't get recess in school. So I'm like, man. But the worst thing about going to a hood school, bro, is honestly violence. It was just a lot of violence, bro. Motherfuckers is in there. You might be chilling, bro. You get in an argument, somebody pull a shank out, bro. Like, no funny shit. Like, but like, instead of it being like a shank, bro, it'd be like a real weapon. And I'm like, how did you even get that in here, bro? How did you get through the metal detectors? Like, dead ass people be sneaking weapons in, bro. Like, they be coming in through back entrances, stuff like that. Like, I'm like, I get it. You want to be able to defend yourself, but bro, we got a disagreement. You pull a knife on me. Now I'm at fucking knife point. Now I gotta like be careful because like you could kill me by accident because you don't know what you're doing with this knife. And now I'm like, okay, now it's on some street shit because you don't threaten me with a weapon. So now I'm like, yo, now I gotta find you outside of school because you got me chopped. Like, yeah, it was bad, bro. The gang environment was bad. The school was bad. The teachers sucked because they didn't want to be there. They're not getting paid enough, so they barely were teaching us anything. All the books and shit we got were run down. The lockers were rusty. Bathrooms were old, fucking bad plumbing, bro. It was just, my school sucked, bro. Literally walking through school and I'm like, damn, it was a cell block here. This looks like a cell block. Now, private school, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about private school as long because it's kind of self-explanatory. Better students because they, their parents are paying for them to go to school, so they're not playing, bro. They're being more disciplined. The teachers care. They're getting paid more money. We got newer shit, all funded by like the students' parents and shit. We got better lunch food, healthier options, more options. All of that was cool. The only thing that was bad is because you're like not that many black people there, bro. You get fetishized a lot, bro. They're in there like, oh my God, like, oh, your hair, like, all this shit. It's weird, but white people are weird, bro. And then like, because they were just expected to be good so much and their parents were so strict on them, they would also just do a lot of bad things, bro. Like just as bad things as like going to a hood public school, like being there having sex and shit in school, being there like trying to fucking ditch and leave early. Like, bro, crazy, bro. I wish I could tell you. They had a name for the shorties that went to this one private school that I went to that one year, bro. I can't say it because then y'all are gonna know where the school is, bro. But I'll make up a fake thing that's similar to it, and then like y'all can kind of understand like, oh wow. So let's just say there was a school called let's just say Molly Grove, right? Say there's a school called Molly Grove. They would call the girls in that school Molly Hoes. The Molly Hoes, bro. That's how bad it was, bro. They was really giving that neck up at football games because like they had their own team and shit. So they would come to the game, stuff like that. The cheerleaders were necking niggas off, bro. Getting their backbones out, bro. These bitches, they was dirty, son. I ain't gonna lie. I caught a lot of neck from white shorties like while I was in there. I'm gonna keep it a band-aid with y'all, bro. Cause like, it wasn't no other black girls, bro. Cause you know me, I like black girls. You feel me? I ain't fucking with the white girl like that. But bro, like, if you bad, you bad, I guess. You feel me? I was in there catching the neck. You know what I'm saying? Cause they was in there giving that shit up. I ain't gonna lie. They was giving that neck up crazy. Like they had extra neck to give on some giraffe shit. All in all though, bro, school is school, bro. Like, yeah, like lower income schools are more run down and shit, but like the students are kind of the same. The only difference really is like the teachers and how things are ran. But for the most part, bro, kids are kids, bro. They're gonna be either cool with you or cruel to you. And that's just how that goes.